That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers, his throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bravo! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Blue 58. Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
319. He's sideline, he's side on the right, side on the right. 4 down.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Yo, 80! 10, 10. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 48 Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. There's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
319. Over here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On first down, Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it. Good play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
26. 50. Christian Travis.
On first down, Gordon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. But now it's 3rd down. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run with a fullback Smith. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers.
Good job.
Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Third down, here's Rawls. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Even. 4 down. Even.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Be ready. Be ready. Wide. Inside. Get wide.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Stafford now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. On the ground, rolls. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Thomas rolls. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Delta.
On third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Take 4. Tighten up.
50-50.
Now it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Set. 180.
3 bud.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On first down, it's Stafford. Open man is Cantrell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Open man here is Prohl. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
I'm going to hit 319. Single.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like a turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Hey, 626.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return. But no matter, they've got the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
319.
He's coming. Check in.
You don't want it. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.